What was life like growing up when you were a child, and when did you first get into church?
Oh man, I was actually born in the church. It's the real truth. I'm a third generation preacher pastor.
Okay.
So my granddad was a preacher pastor. My dad, both are deceased, are preacher pastors, and so I started singing at 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I started singing at 8, and then I picked up my first pair of drumsticks at 10, and I was a drummer for a while. And then, I believe it or not, I was the Sunday school superintendent at 12 years old.
Wow.
Kind of reminiscent of Jesus a little bit, right?
12.
At 12 years old, man, I was a Sunday school superintendent, and I was teaching the adult class. I wasn't teaching.
Oh, got me there.
Yeah.
I just knew you were teaching the kids when you said that.
I was teaching the adult class at 12 years old. And so then I went on, I kept teaching or whatever. And I always knew there was a call of God on my life. I was just, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that. And so I tried to mask it, and by becoming a musician. And so my dad needed a musician, because musicians come and go, how that thing works. Mm-hmm. And so my dad needed a musician, and man, I would stay up late hours, stay out all times of night. And he kind of looking at me sideways, like coming to my house late. But what he didn't know, one Sunday I got on the keyboard, and man, he cried and cried, and I said, that's what I've been doing all those late hours.
Oh, and you're practicing your craft?
Yeah, practicing, yeah. And so I was always kind of a leader. Well, I wouldn't say kind of a leader, always a leader, even in sports, right? People said, man, you're going to be a preacher. You're going to be a preacher. I'm like, man, y'all crazy. I'm not doing that. And even when I went off to college, same thing. I played the drums at the church that I was at in college. And when I joined the church, the pastor said, I know you're a singer and I know you're a preacher. I said, man, I ain't no preacher. Y'all tripping. And I won't lie to you. I tried to be the biggest heathen I could. I did. Listen. Yeah. I was trying to be a heathen. Yeah.
It just don't work out, do it?
Man, listen. I tried to do everything. I tried to be at every party. I tried to be as crazy as I could be. But every Sunday I found myself in Sunday school. Every Sunday I found myself at church.
Wow.
Every Wednesday I found myself, even after leaving my parents' house. And I'll never forget, man, we were sitting in an afternoon service, and I knew the call of God was on me. It was on me tough. And I just finished playing. I was sitting next to my mom, and we were at the afternoon service. And as loudly as I'm talking to you, the Lord said, that's supposed to be you preaching. And I looked at my mom. I said, did you hear that? She said, hear what? I said, you didn't hear that? I mean, it was loud. It was audible. And I was like, what in the world? And I went home and cried. And 6 months later, I preached my first sermon.
6 months later. Do you remember your first sermon?
Man, believe it or not.
I don't remember. Well, I remember what happened.
That's it.
But I don't actually remember what I said.
Man, July 2nd, 2006, I preached my first sermon, a message entitled Trained by Christ in a New Calling, from Luke chapter 5, verses 1 through 11, when the Lord was out there teaching, and he told Peter and them, try it again. And they had to cast their nets to the other side. And he said, from now on, you'll catch men. And so Christ was training them in what they would be called to do, and that was my first message.
That's awesome. I heard you mention sports. What sports did you play? What position did you play?
Man, so, yeah.